So I thought I'd make a video on why I think coaches attract the wrong clients with their marketing. We're building out some new marketing strategies for our consulting businesses. And as I was doing that, I was like, well, why is it that our stuff works and the clients that I work with, their stuff, they struggle with? I'm not a marketing genius. I'm not smarter than anybody else when it comes to this stuff. Sure, I've done it a fair bit, so I see patterns. And the biggest pattern I realize is your marketing's not working because you're not clear on what you're actually trying to do. Like what is the strategy? What is the outcome? What is the purpose? Who are you targeting? What are you saying to them? Have you thought about any of it? Or are you just copying the next guru who told you to say these things in a VSL or say these things on Instagram and you're going to be rich? The reality is that most of us are inexperienced when it comes to creating a message and having a process that will consistently and predictably turn strangers into prospects, leads, customers, and clients. And so we hope to use the strategy of others, but often what they're doing now is not what they did to get where they are. A really good example of this is, if you know who I'm talking about, Alex Hormozy. He gives away a lot of stuff for free. And everyone then thinks I should go and give away a lot of stuff for free. The reality is that that's not what he did to get where he is. This is my opinion, right? I could be wrong. But from observation, he sold programs. He gave away lead magnets and trainings and things like that, but he sold people into programs and he got them results and he grew a massive business and then he sold that business. And now he's not wanting to work with the people under $1 million. He wants to work with people who are bigger and he wants to partner with them. So he's going to give away a lot of stuff and hopefully bring a whole lot of people up to the level where they can then partner with them, right? Another strategy is people posting on Instagram all day and they're getting a ton of clients from it. But that's not what they did to get where they are. They were running ads and building a business and helping people, and they grew a following and they grew a name, and now they have a name, they can use that name to get onto podcasts and other things and get exposure, and so their content reaches people and they get clients. So everything works. I'll preface this. Everything works. The question is, does it align with what you're trying to do? And so if we go back, and I'll treat this a little bit like a coaching session, if we zoom out, my opinion is that the reason why your marketing's not working is you don't have a clear process and outcome for your process. So you're just kind of doing stuff. You're throwing shit against the wall and hoping it sticks. And your marketing message is not clear because you're not speaking to a person about a problem. You're saying buzzwords and things you think will convert somebody. The reality in my experience is that people only buy things because they perceive a solution to a problem or a benefit. I'm walking around in the snow, my feet get wet, I need to buy snowshoes. I did not want to buy snowshoes when we were in Bali. So you cannot say some crafty thing to get me to buy. I was not in pain, or I did not perceive a benefit of having snowshoes. When I'm here, I was fine in my Crocs. Those of you who know me, I love my Crocs. But then, my socks started getting wet, my toes started getting cold, my kids wanted me to jump in the snow with them, and I've got Crocs on and I just can't. So now I'm in pain. My toes hurt, right? I got to do something about it. What's going to work? I got to get some shoes. So then I go to a shop and I start looking at like hiking shoes and things. I'm trying to be practical. I buy some nice hiking shoes. And then as I got educated, I realized, man, like these are hiking shoes that are going to keep my feet hot in the cold. But when it's hot, I'm going to sweat and my feet are going to hurt. So this is not going to work and they're expensive. So I said, so the benefit doesn't make sense. As I'm becoming educated, I'm then saying to myself, so what should I do? And I see these snowshoes and I go, they're ugly. They look like sort of sweatpants for your feet, but they're waterproof. They're non-slip. They're easy to slip on and off. They're warm, and they were like $30. And I'll throw them away when I'm not in the snow, or donate them or something. And then when I come back to the snow, I'll just get another pair, and it will be cheaper than me buying expensive shoes that I think is going to solve my problem. So what's the lesson in this? Well, the lesson for me, at least, in my ramblings, is until I was in pain, I was not interested. And then as I become more educated, I realized what I really wanted and the benefit that I was trying to get. And then I went for it. So how can you apply this to your situation? Well, if you are marketing your offer, are you speaking to the pain that they're in right now? Are you educating them about their pain and about the potential positive outcomes and desires so they can form a connection to you and what you're saying, and it can make sense to them So when you present them with an opportunity, they say, that makes sense, I should do it. Gone are the days, back in 2018, 2019 when I started, gone are the days of I can just make a bunch of promises and people are going to take me serious. The market's become more sophisticated and people are turning off to that bullshit. They want to feel like they're making a smart decision. And to make a smart decision, you have to become educated and you have to feel like you did it. You're not the hero in their story, right? You are Gandalf. You're not the Hobbit, right? You are Dumbledore. You're not Harry Potter. They are the hero in their story and you are the guide. And so the guide's job is to help confirm for a person that, yeah, your suffering sucks. Here's what's going on. Here's what you could do about it. Here's your options. What do you want to do? Here's my hand, you can come with me, or here's some material, you can look at this and maybe it'll help you. And then the person says, yeah, I'll take that material, or yeah, I'll come and talk to you and I'll work with you. That's how you get your marketing to work. You know who your person is, you know what they're struggling with, you know what problems are going to exist for them so you can speak to their story and it feels like you pulled a page from their diary. And you know exactly what they would want or could want or the benefit of. And if you market like that, you're going to have a whole lot of hungry people who are paying attention to you and are interested in what you have to say. So when you call them, when you message them, when you make a post, whatever you do, those people will say, this makes sense. I'm interested in finding out more. Now, I could do a whole nother video on hooks and, whatevers. But from a marketing perspective, marketing's job is just to get people who are swimming around to pay attention to you and get them to go and do something. Click to this page, download this thing, watch this video. That's your marketing's job. And then your sales funnel or your sales process, the job of that is to take those people who are now paying attention to you and to turn them into being clients so that you can invest resources in them. I can't invest a whole lot of resources into you, the viewer, without you being a client, because that's going to require us to spend time together, energy together. And to do that, there needs to be an energy exchange. You pay me, I give you time, resources, coaching, mentoring, etc. to help you achieve a result. You won't do that with me until you know that he knows about what's going on with me. I know him, I trust him, I like him, what he's saying makes sense. And then when I present an offer, you say, I will entertain that. And now we're just talking logistics. Because you already know who I am, you know what I'm about, you know that I know what's going on for you, and it feels to you like I can solve it. That's how transactions work, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I've done this a fair bit. I've built 4 consulting businesses to over 7 figures. My clients have done 300 million. I've done 10 or 12 million or something at this point. So I know a little bit, and that's my experience. You could think I'm full of shit. That's okay. Let me know in the comments. That's my opinion. You've got to know who your person is. You got to know what they're going through, and you got to speak to them. So if your marketing's not working, it is because you are not clear on what you really want, because maybe your marketing is working. It's not working for what you want, but it's working for something. People are doing something. Maybe your marketing's job, you're trying to push people away with your marketing. Well, guess what? It's working. No one's signing up. So clear on what you want. I want people to download this guide, and I want them to be people who are in my market, who are looking to solve a problem that I know that I can help with, so that I know that this person is market qualified and most likely sales qualified, meaning if I work with dentists, they are a dentist. If I work with dentists who want to grow their practice, they're a dentist who wants to grow their practice. And they're not broke. That's how I know that they are, sales qualified. If my marketing's job is to do that, then my measure of success is the number of downloads I get. If I'm not downloading, it's not working. Change my message until it starts to click. And if you do that, your marketing will completely change. It'll start producing results. And heck, your social media will change. Your emails will change. All your strategies will improve when you are better at listening to your client and speaking the same language as them, so that they see you as somebody that they know, like, and trust and are willing to take advice from. I'm going to now go for the rest of my walk. Hope this has been valuable, guys. And I'll see you next time.